Sirius XM. We are joined by a very special guest in the building right now. One of the premier voices of hip-hop that came out of Long Island at the time. And also one of the taller brothers in the hip-hop game. You don't see a lot of brothers over like 6'3" rapping.
Hi.
You know, you got Granddaddy IU in the building. What's up, sir?
Ain't nothing, man. You know what it is.
What part of Long Island was that for you?
Hempstead, Long Island.
Hempstead, Long Island. My brother used to live in
Heights.
Hempstead, right there near the chicken joint.
Yeah, Wings and things.
Yeah, right next to Wings, right on that block.
Oh, California Avenue.
Yeah, well, a lot of my brother lived there for a long time with his kids, man.
All right.
How was it for you being so tall, man? Growing up in Long Island, were you an athlete first?
Nah.
Nah, never.
Nah.
No basketball in high school. You went to Hempstead High School.
Hempstead High School.
Wow.
Yep.
No baller. You was like, what? You like 6'4", 6'5"?
Nah, I'm 6'2".
Nah, man.
Yeah.
You're tall as I am.
I got Tim's on.
Okay.
You got the hard bottoms on. The slip and slides.
Yeah, all day. So growing up in Hempstead, man, who did you hear that influenced you as far as hip hop is concerned?
It had to be the Cold Crush, man. Like we had the all the tapes back in the days. Like the older kids would go and get the tapes from the Harlem World and all that. So we had the Cold Crush 4, Treacherous 3, Spoonie G was like my favorite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
I love Spoonie G. Call me up and say, come over. Your mother and your father is gone.
Yeah.
You're alone with over the dog. Now you're fronting. That was
we had the Nasty 4 in my days in Hempstead.
Uh-huh.
You remember the Nasty 4?
Yeah. So that's what you listen to. Do you remember when you first picked up the mic?
Nah, I don't remember that. Really, it was like a hobby. It wasn't even a hobby. It was like something to just fucking around. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I wasn't serious into it.
No, you didn't do the ciphers and all that street battles.
Never.
Never.
If it wasn't for my brother, I wouldn't do this shit at all.
Really? How did you? Well, tell everybody what your brother is and how he influenced you.
KC is nasty, cause he knew that I could do it, and so he always tried to influence me to do it. But I was too busy in the street doing knucklehead shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He'd be like, "Fuck that, we going to the studio." And he would book studio time, and I wouldn't show up. And one day, nigga punched me in my mouth. Words bond. So we scrapped it out or whatever. But after that, I went to the studio, and it just so happened the tape that we made got into Jeff. Jeff Spencer. Got to his hands, and Biz was looking for 5 artists. He had an artist production deal, and he needed another artist, and the shit just happened. So
okay.
It wasn't like I went chasing the deal or nothing.
You never went knocking on record companies' doors?
Nah, the shit just happened.
None of that? None of that. Your brother punched you dead in the mouth.
My motherfucking mouth.
He spent some money on that studio time, right?
Yeah.
And your ass is, what was you doing, man? You was selling weed? Was you trying to be trying to be a D-boy at the time?
Everybody was doing it, man. You was getting money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, shit, I'm not getting no money going to the studio.
Right.
So, and the nigga was like, yo, man, you can do this shit, man. Like, get serious with it.
He believed in you more than you believed in yourself.
Yeah, I thought that shit was, man, fuck that shit. That shit was, that's like hitting the lottery.
Right.
It happened.
Had you met Biz Markie before?
I never met that ugly nigga a day in my life. Not a day in my fucking life.
Did you meet him after you signed with him?
Yeah, matter of fact, the day they called me on the phone and was like, yo, Biz called me, Jeff called me, was like, yo, Biz want to meet you. And I was like, all right, tell a nigga to meet me at Blimpies. He was like, all right. So me and my brother we went and got baseball bats and shit. We thought it was a motherfucker playing a joke.
Oh, okay.
So whoever was playing the joke was going to whoop their ass. But it was really Biz.
Right.
He really came to Blimpies and shit. Then he came to my crib. It was like, yo, how many songs you got? I was like, I don't got songs, but I can make songs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Next thing I know, my baby mom's knocking on the door. I heard Biz at your house. I swear to God. I couldn't even make this shit up. Yeah.
And how long after that initial meeting with Biz from Blimpies to your crib, to your baby mother's interruption, how long did it take until you signed?
About 2 months.
Uh-huh.
But I was in the studio like a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then we had to go to Burt Bedell, do all the paperwork shit and the
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know you probably got some Burt Bedell stories, just like I do, huh?
Yeah, I love Burt though.
Yeah. Burt was a good guy if you stayed on top of your own business.
Yeah.
We're dealing with Burt Bedell.
Yeah.
It's been 25 years since Smooth Assassin?
25 years.
What the hell you been doing in 25 years?
Yeah. Maintaining, man. That's all. You know, I did a couple of joints here and there. You know, produced a couple of joints. I did a joint for KRS, joint for Ice-T, Helter Skelter. You know, I did joints here and there, man. That's all.
Yeah, raising a family, got kids and all. No, you said
I got one daughter. One daughter.
How old is she now?
She's 26.
26 now.
26. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She beats too. She do the stand-up poetry shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She wrote a book too.
So being a poet, in the sense, runs in the family a little bit, huh?
Yeah. I'm talking about she nice with that shit, yo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, winning awards and all that shit. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, let's go back to when you first signed with Biz. What kind of advance was given out during those?
$25,000, and I got a $100,000 publishing deal, and he got half or the top, and everything from there on. Everything I did from there, he got half.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything.
Every motherfucking thing.
So when you was signed to Cold Chillin', how was Cold Chillin'? Was Cold Chillin' receptive of it?
Yeah. Everybody would show me love and all that, you know what I mean? Except Kane. Kane didn't fuck with me at first.
No?
Nah, he didn't fuck with me at first.
Why? Because of the granddaddy?
Yeah, because him and Biz had some bullshit going on, and he thought that Biz was, had brought me into, some reason, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, he ain't fuck with me at first. But now me and him like this.
And what is the IU?
That's my name, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Which is?
IU.
IU is your name?
That's my motherfucking name.
Nah, it's gotta be Ian or something.
It's actually a Muslim name, but if you saw it on paper, you would mispronounce it.
Okay, so what's the Muslim name?
Ayub, but it's Ayub.
Okay.
And it means Job from the Bible.
Okay.
But if you saw it on paper, you'll call me Ayub and all kind of wild shit.
Right, but it's IU.
Yeah, so I just simplified it, put I.U.
Right. Okay. So when you first came out, because your name was Granddaddy.
My name was actually Daddy U, and Biz was the one that put the whole shit Granddaddy IU.
Okay. So I can see how Kane could feel a certain way about that, can't you? At the time, him being Big Daddy Kane and then Granddaddy IU.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, whatever, man.
And a lot of people said the voices are kind of similar, right?
Nah, everybody.
You're much deeper than Kane.
Everybody said I sound like Rakim.
Okay.
I hated that, yeah.
You hated that, huh?
I hated that shit.
That's a good person to be compared to, though.
I love his music, though.
Yeah, but vocally, that's a good person because you do have a distinct vocal presence.
Yeah.
You gotta admit that you have a nice baritone to your voice. So, Rakim I think is a little different, but I never thought Rakim when I first heard it.
Everybody told me.
I never, and probably the connection, the Long Island connection too.
Yeah.
The Long Island connection is probably cool too.
Long Island.
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of cats coming out of Long Island.
Yes, it was. EPMD.
Right.
K Solo. PE.
Right.
What's the cats from? We had Keith Murray.
Yeah. There was. Yeah, you're actually right.
What's some other cats that
JVC Force.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rakim. Being from Long Island, that's a nice selection. But a lot of dudes was always saying it was hard to come out of Long Island because it was hard to get noticed in Long Island. Who was part of the five? Do you remember who all the five was? Did Biz sign 5 people?
Nah, he didn't make 5. He got Diamond Shell.
Oh, he was horrible. No, he was terrible. That was Shelly D. Yeah, I knew it had to be Diamond Shell. Oh, what a night! Diamond Shell was terrible.
I think that was his brother or something.
Yeah, it's his little brother or something.
Yeah.
Diamond Shell couldn't fucking rap a Christmas present, dog.
Yeah.
He was terrible.
Diamond Shell, Kid Capri.
Okay.
Me. And oh shit, I don't even know.
And when did well, after a while, after Smooth Assassin, did you ever put another album out on?
Yeah, Lead Pipe. That came out on Epic Street.
Okay.
And that was it. Cold Chillin' folded after that.
Yeah. What happened with Cold Chillin', man?
I really don't know, man. They ran into financial troubles. Let's put it that way.
And did you look for another deal after that?
Nah.
You was done with it, son?
Nah, I didn't know that I was able to go. I thought I was still obligated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And by the time I found out, it was like she was fucking whatever.
25 years since Smooth Assassin. You did good with the record sales on that album, right?
I did pretty good.
Yeah, what y'all do? You go gold?
Nah, I ain't go gold.
Well, shit, about this point, it went gold.
I ain't seen none of that money.
Exactly. It's funny how your record seller, you don't never see none of the money, right?
No fucking money.
None.
Fucked up. If I didn't know what to do, you know what I'm saying, outside of that, I'd be fucked up. Word.
Yeah, I think it's very important that people know that, man, because there's a lot of young people that listen to it and they think once you get a record deal, you automatically rich.
Hell no, these niggas be fronting, man. You know that.
Yeah,
Frontin'.
yeah. Everything is accounted to your account. Every move, and then when you sell some records, say, okay, where my money at? Well, you owe us this, and you owe us that.
You gotta recoup all that shit.
You gotta recoup. See, that's the magic word. Recoup is the magic word. Yeah. Did that make you step away from hip hop for a while?
Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm saying, for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I always loved music, so I always did it. So at any given time, I have fucking just tracks and shit just laying around.
Right. In production, like you was telling me, you produced for KRS-One and different people like that. So you was always in on a production side. Somehow, some way you were involved.
Yeah.
All right. And now, what made you decide to say, you know what? Because we just played "My Neck of the Woods," which is a dope, really dope song.
I got more shit, man.
And it's like, oh, well, you definitely got to give it to us. What made you decide to say, okay, it's time for me to put out some new music?
Cause fuck it, I'm tired of hearing the same like South shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of that shit. Fuck. and every nigga from New York is trying to sound like he from the South. Like, come on, man, stop it.
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah, because you know what I think? I think stuff comes around, and then everybody has their time. Everybody got their time to shine. That's what we want hip hop to be.
Nah,
universal
man,
for everybody. But you just wait till the sound come back around.
Nah, man, fuck waiting. Fuck waiting.
No, I mean not wait like literally sit back and wait, but I mean stick to what you know. And not try to do somebody else's sound.
Shit,
right, just because you're trying to be popular. I mean, if you stick to your guns and do your thing, eventually it'll come right back around to you again.
If you got fans, they gonna fuck with you for doing the shit that you do.
Right.
Not this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when that shit get played out, what you gonna do then?
Exactly. I didn't mean sit back and wait. I mean, when you stick to your guns, eventually the sound comes back around. Eventually things are cyclical, so everything comes back around again. Yeah. So there's going to be a time again when the boom bap that we know was going to be the most popular shit again.
Not if Hot 97 and Power 105 stayed the same.
But you know they don't break no records, man. That's
same old shit.
Let me tell you something, man. The difference is when that station started, when we started Hot 97, we flipped Hot 97. I was the first morning show when it was an all hip hop station. Mm-hmm. It's big business now. There was no other all hip hop station in the country. Right. So now that it's big business, all they're caring about is the bottom line. They don't care about breaking records. You know, like when we first started, we broke a lot of records.
Right.
It was like, okay, this is that new shit. This is what's bubbling in the street. You know, Mike Kaiser came to me and gave me Get At Me Dog, and we broke that shit when radio wasn't playing it. Now it's about, well, we got to worry about the bottom line. So let's put 100 people in a room, and they tell us what they like to hear, and that's what we're playing. And that's the way radio. That's why Backspin is so popular.
Yeah.
Because we don't give a fuck. When you make music, we're gonna play your music. We're gonna make sure people get a chance to hear it. Because to me, is I have to do this. Like to me, it would be no other way to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I think people, you got a fan base, and people say, "Yo, what's up with Granddaddy IU?" Well, I got a brand new Granddaddy IU joint. I'm gonna play your classic shit first, and then I'm gonna play your new shit, so people can say, "Okay, how we get that shit?" And then we let people know how they can get the music, man. Right. When you gonna drop an album, son?
I dropped the album. Actually, the digital came out the 17th.
Okay.
The physical is next week.
Okay, what's the name of the album?
It's called PIMP. Paper is my priority.
That's right. Paper is my priority.
Yeah,
absolutely.
God damn.
How is your music different now than it was 25 years ago?
It ain't no different. It's just, you know, it's still hip hop. It's that boom bap. It ain't none of that fancy fucking Casio keyboard, Fruit Loop, none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that shit. I don't say the same shit like one word on my hook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
None of that shit.
None of that. It's hip hop the way you know it.
Some hip hop, some boom bap shit. I got some smooth shit. I got some hard shit. I got some grown man shit.
Right.
I got some fuck a bitch shit. You know what I'm saying? All that.
It's hip hop from your perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but real serious hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's tough out there now, man.
It ain't none of that trying to sound like this newfangled shit either. So
The newfangled shit really gets under your skin, though.
yeah, man. Like, fucking, you know why? Because that's all they play. If they played other shit, I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? Or like everything is the same shit, and even artists from here that don't even do that shit be trying to do it, and the shit sounds stupid. Like, come on, man. Where the fuck is New York at?
Right.
Where's the New York sound? If you go to DC, you're gonna hear go-go. If you go to the Bay Area, you're gonna hear the hyphy shit. Like if you go to Texas, you're gonna hear chopped and screwed.
Right.
You come to New York, you're gonna hear trap music.
Right.
You're gonna hear South shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. We need a balance.
Yeah.
The balance used to be there, and the balance is not there anymore at all. Not even a little bit of a balance here. And New York has become a city of followers and not a city of leaders anymore.
That's right. We started this shit. How the fuck we following everything else? Like, that shit is whack.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. You won't see me doing that bullshit. I believe that.
There it is, man. And the album is out right now digitally. Where they can get it from?
Amazon, PIMP, man. Paper is my priority. You can get Amazon, fucking iTunes, all that shit, Spotify, all that digital bullshit. You know what I'm saying? All that. And you can go to my website, granddaddiu.com, and get it. That's what you better do. You know what I'm saying?
Granddaddiu.com, man.
We had the hard copies next week.
Okay, there it is. I appreciate you coming through, brother.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute. It's always a pleasure to see you,
man. How long? What time you go off?
10.
All right, I'm gonna get that CD to you before that you leave here.
All right, there it is. Good.
Yeah.
So we do another class at the current. My man, Granddaddy IU in the building. See, I love it. Show y'all backspin, Sirius XM.